Welcome back to our daily show on the 7th day of January. It's a Tuesday morning, and man, oh man, my friends, it's a cold one. It would be a great time to, I don't know, take a trip, maybe a group trip down to a nice warm place. Laura, Scarborough, good morning, and how are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
Well, you're new to the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, and you're with Art Henry Tours, and 2 months into the council, it seems like you're already liking things.
They're very welcoming, meeting a lot of people, new experiences, getting out of my comfort zone for sure.
Driving the day after a snowmageddon and hoping for the best in downtown Alton, you know?
I love that word, snowmageddon.
Well, you know, take me through Art Henry Tours before we go into the North Alton Godfrey Business Council. You know, really just as an overview, what is Art Henry Tours all about?
Group tours. We're a small company. We're based out of Nashville. Small company, but been around since 1978.
Oh, wow.
Based out of Nashville, it started with just Southern tours, but then they've expanded, and we do many different destinations. But it's always focused on groups and group travel, people going places together, creating experiences and itineraries. So that is, and I do that from here, from
See,
Alton.
I love that because I think a lot of times there's always this big disconnect. And I think that especially now with new technology and how fast, you know, videos or news stories spread, it could deter somebody that maybe is, you know, in my opinion, especially for like my older adult, you know, family out there that gets kind of nervous traveling alone, to go with a group and explore something, maybe make new friends, make new connections. It's almost like a cruise ship, but that's not on the water, you know, that's more intimate.
Some people call it a land cruise because everything's planned out, your transportation included. And over those, you mentioned it, nervous, it's stress-free because somebody else is handling everything. And even if we do a fly drive where we can't take a coach to every destination we go to, but getting through the airport and just the TSA and all of those things, making connections, or when something goes wrong, just.
Well, and honestly, too, not to cut you off, but, you know, just with my experience, you know, traveling with my family, you know, my parents did this really cool trip for all of us where they, you know, we went to Europe and went to Paris and Rome and London. It was great. But it was down to almost like the minute, you know, when we were leaving because they had their agent book everything, and it wasn't with a group, but it was that same type of format to where, you know, even though we didn't have the people around us, we were, you know, just with us, knew where we were going. We knew what food we were having. We didn't have to worry about that pesky vendor on the street that's just trying to scam you, you know, that happens. It's a bad part of it, but it does happen. And those all were eliminated because of just having somebody like like yourself in this role that can really alleviate all that stress.
You bring that up about being scammed or people hassling you for money. That's the other thing. You're paying up front, one lump sum. And
I like that. Yeah.
Then you're not having to worry, oh, gosh, we just blew it at lunch. So, dinner or parking or just like, how expenses just keep snowballing.
No National Lampoon Vacation, huh?
Right.
Well, have you always been in the tour industry?
I found myself here when I got the dream job, and that was leading group tours for a bank in Columbia, Missouri.
Oh, wow.
So got to meet a lot of great people, had some great travelers, and that's what I hope I can build here is finding those travelers that want to jump on the bus and go somewhere fun.
I always love these trips because at the old station I worked at years ago, they still do them, but they would do group tours with their, kind of diehard listeners, and there'd be, a group of them that would go, and it would be kind of cool because, it would give the personality an opportunity to go somewhere, and, they're plus one, and then
Where
also...
Where are we going, CJ? Right. Let's plan it.
I think we can do it because, they were going to the Nile, they were going all over the world with these folks, and it's just, what I thought was fun, though, about that is, it's not the fact that, it's a cool trip and it's luxurious and all of that. It becomes this really cool experience that you almost, it's something you look forward to in a different way, where you're going in and literally ready to kind of just take it all on,
in a different way, that's the facet to group travel. You're enriching that destination that, you're excited about the place you're going because you're, paying to go there and taking your time out and you're excited about going on this trip. Then the next layer is the people that you meet while you're sharing those experiences.
How many individuals do you think that out of all the trips you always let me rephrase that, because to me, if I was in your role, there'd be one person or two every group that would kind of just stick with you for a while, that you would at least remember of when you pass them by on the store, you see them on Facebook scrolling through, you're going to acknowledge. Is that kind of true?
There are people in Colombia, and I miss them.
That's cool, yeah.
We would routinely be on trips together, and now I only see them through Facebook. And then there are other friends that I made on trips where I was a traveler with them, not a leader, and we've connected with friends. We made friends in Arkansas. So
that's cool.
We never would have met this couple, but my husband and I just really connected with them. Anytime we're driving through Arkansas, we're like, hey, are you home? And we keep in touch, and it all started in Italy. That's
so cool. Well, and it's truly amazing. And getting into the tour side of things, what's it like leading one? Okay, because I've always wondered this. The tour guide, it's the art of. They say broadcasters got a mask to wear. You guys definitely have one, because there's a lot going on these tours, and you're managing all these people. Do you guys have techniques to keep calm, cool, and collected as you're navigating folks through major cities?
Magic. I don't know. That's who I am. I love it. When things go wrong, there's the challenge of, like you said, let's wear that mask and let's, get through this like the sky's not falling.
Right.
And, we're, and I've got some good stories, medical emergencies, just different things of working through our trip, and no man left behind. Bringing everybody home.
Well, and that's got to be an interesting part too, looking back on all the tours and all the different situations, is because you're actively learning on the fly, because you're right, at certain points in times, I'm sure you're a medical liaison, or whatever kind of category or bingo card you want to pull out, throw a dart on it and land it. You'll probably be in that position for a couple of minutes at least, any given tour.
And I made light of the magic, but that is the other fun part about it, is the surprise and delight of, just thinking, okay, how can I really create an experience that they might not expect and be totally wowed by.
Well, and that's something too, because not to patronize you, but you have to be kind of good, when it comes to, managing all of this, whenever you're talking about magic and all that, and you're like you said, kind of tongue in cheek, but it still is, because I don't think you could really write an equation to manage 14 human beings or 15 or how many are in a group. It just kind of works out that way, but you got to have the right personality for it. And that's why, I've been on Facebook and going through the shorts of the travel vloggers, and man, sometimes they have some horror stories from, their tour guides and all of these bad experiences. But when you have a good one and they know what they're doing, you don't even think about it. It's kind of like it's just a flying by you. You're just kind of like,
Nobody wants to know about the details.
Right.
That's why
they just want to go.
That's why they're doing a group tour. They don't want to deal with all the minutia. So,
take me through the last couple of years with Art Henry. What has been the most fun part of it?
You've mentioned it, the skills that I get to use of, what I love to do. I do love the planning. It's like putting together a puzzle.
I'm sure.
And I love that part of it. I love leading the groups and seeing new things. I love other people selling me on their destinations. And I love working with the vendors. Like, okay, you know what? How about a behind-the-scenes tour, or could you do this, or can we have this special experience? And a lot of times, I'm bringing in new business concepts to their mind, like, no, you're really interesting. People would really love to do this. Like, what? I do this every day. They're not going to be interested. No, it's really cool.
Well, and see, that's where I think it's really remarkable too, because no matter, where your tours are or where you're going, that's a direct, it's not just economic impact, but it's that connection that lasts longer than that trip ever will. Where if in 5 years or even 5 months, if that individual is passing through, if it's in Nashville or you name it, they're going to try to go back there and take their friends to it because of how great that experience was, that you were able to help create for them. Getting really into this too, I got to ask, what happens when you got a complainer, like a real just cracking of a Karen? You know what I'm saying here? And have you ran into that experience yet, where like nothing worked?
I mean, have you ran into that experience?
Yes.
At the grocery store on the road. Yes, they're all over.
Do you just put on the smile and keep walking through it? Like, is that all you can do?
I mean, we experience life. We experience those people day to day. So yes, you're going to, and other people, we know when we're around, a person like that. Don't get me wrong, it's not ganging up, right. But people sniff that out.
Yeah.
And then they kind of, put them in their corner. Did that sound bad?
No, but you're right, because I haven't been a part of like a group, like a bigger trip tour, but like going to different places, and you're in even just guided tours, and there's always that one person that you're like, oh my goodness, give me the strength today. I'm going on the news. I'm going to make it on the local news, But after a while, you're correct. It's like, the people pretty quickly, the snow globe effect takes in, where it's like, get me away from this person. And it kind of fixes itself too. It's just kind of like, honestly, you know what I think? It's kind of like going on a field trip in school. And because you get the kids that are cranky sometimes, and then by the end of the day, they're the happiest people you've ever met, and they're two different people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that happens too.
And the way you use the word, field trip, I think that's a very good metaphor for what adult group travel is. It's like you're in school again, and you get to go somewhere special.
Well, and that's what I think is really cool, is you're creating that experience for people that a lot of times I'm sure haven't traveled for years, and they want to do something new, and they're tired of being cooped up, and maybe the pandemic kind of got them stir crazy, and they've been saving money for that trip for 4 years, or, who X, Y, and Z, throw it out there. That's what I think is really cool, because you're giving that person that really unique experience to truly bring back kind of that nostalgia feeling of being around different people, meeting them, and having those new connections, and living the trip and living life through it.
A lot of people find their time to travel is that new chapter in life. It's retirement, or it's after taking care of a loved one for a long time, and then that loved one passes, and now you're on your own making your new chapter. So that seems to be the gateway, to a lot of people joining group tours.
What was your first tour?
The very first, I can't tell you what the first one was, but when you asked the question, so this wasn't the first one, but the Rose Parade. Going to the Rose Parade. So everything that we're discussing, that keeps coming up as my, it has all the examples of everything that we're talking about.
It was the gauntlet.
It was, yes, we had long delays in airports, getting there, and we had great experiences. We wanted to go back as soon as we were leaving. So,
wow. That's cool.
So, but you asked what the first one was. Was that for a memorable thing, or just...
No, I was just kind of curious. I always find it fascinating just to see where it goes, because, with it all, your memory's a funny thing, and you're going to, and just the fact that, we're just talking, you keep flashing back to the, the Rose Parade, and that trip is just kind of interesting to me, because it just like everything hits the checklist of, what that question kind of framed around, which I think's cool.
Now I've got it. The first one was Washington to to Los Angeles on Highway 101 or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So that was really cool.
Wow,
Yes.
that has to be awesome. Now, take me through all the different locations you can go to. Does it just depend on what group you're booking?
Okay, so we customize groups. So a group can be just give it a number and say 12 or more.
Okay.
And that could be a group of girls. It could be family members. It could be, and then we customize that trip. It could be a church group, school group. But when we plan a tour that we are going to collect our passengers and travelers, we are gearing it towards 55 and better.
Okay.
Older adults.
For sure.
And we do a couple of those a year, and otherwise we're selling to other group leaders that have their preformed groups.
See, I like that, and to me it's a great opportunity. Not for every business per se, but if you're an investment firm and you have the clients that are able to do it, give them that kind of opportunity to say, hey, why don't we do a client appreciation trip and let's take everybody on here, maybe not have them pay full price, but we'll cover the largest portion of it and, let them kind of cover the bare minimum or maybe pay for all of it. Who knows, just depending on how nice your clients are. But it's just, for things like that, the I don't want to say high end, but the folks that have those longer term relationships with their partners, why not take that opportunity to go, wow, I'll reach out to someone right here in the North Alton Godfrey Business Council and really do this. Because I don't think a lot of people do those trips around here.
Not that I'm aware of.
I really don't know. I don't know a lot of things, but but in like I said, in St. Louis, I've seen them, but here it's not very frequent. And what great opportunities then to just reach out to you, Laura, and say, hey, let's do this.
Right.
And where can we not go?
What do you mean?
Is there any place that you go, I can't book that?
No.
That's what I was curious about. See, that's what I think's fun about it.
Yes.
It's really up to our imagination on what we wanted to do. Well, I see that you have the Opry paper in front of me here, May 2nd through the 5th. I want to talk about that trip coming up. We got to take a quick break. I got to pay a quick bill. More Daily Show on this Tuesday morning. It's 20 degrees right here in downtown Alton. It's a cold one. Back after this.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Oh, get on over here. Welcome back, Daily Show, smacking you in the nose on this Tuesday morning, the 7th day of January. Back with Laura, Art Henry Tours. You know what I think it is? It's the Alton kid in me, because I saw Henry Street, Henry, and I just went immediately to Henry Street. It was almost like Art Henry Tours were meant to have a base here in Alton, eventually.
So you're right.
Well, getting into this, wanted to talk about a few things that you had over there coming down the pipeline. And you said during break that you were working with a few local individuals just to kind of help get this thing going, huh? Or how does that work?
Right. So Judy Reinders at Travel Leaders. She's helping me get the word out about the trips that we are promoting. And going to the Grand Ole Opry in May is the first one coming down the pipe.
Cool. And now what day is that?
That is May 2nd through the 5th. And this is where I can go into the nuts and bolts of group travel. So
I would like to just hear a little bit of it just for the folks that are interested, because you never know what this show can do. We got some people that are pretty cold right now, so any trip sounds great.
So our trips include all the transportation. So this would be a motor coach that would take you down to Nashville. It includes 6 meals, 3 shows. So one of those shows being the reason for this trip being planned when it is the Grand Ole Opry turns 100 next year. So they'll be celebrating all year long with very special things that we can do as a group. Backstage tours, meeting an Opry member backstage, getting photo ops, having a catered dinner on backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. Then, of course, the show is all, very geared towards the celebration and bringing back all the members and everything.
That's really cool.
So that is like the firework of the tour.
That's the main event.
That's the main event. But it's Nashville. So around that, you've got...
You can create your own main event in Nashville.
You can. All the bachelorettes, too.
So did Morgan Wallen. Oh, that's great. What is this? What is a trip like this, right? Because, honestly, it's one of those where you're getting everything's done for you. All the stress of it's gone. So you're paying not only for the trip, but you're paying for the service of not having to literally lift a finger for this.
Right. And like I said, all your expenses are up front, so you don't have to worry about any gratuities or anything extra. There are a few lunch on your owns or something, and that might be when you're downtown honky tonkin' and you want to grab a beer or something. That's on you. And but other than that, most six meals are included in this trip. And then you're going admissions and tours and a singer-songwriter.
Wow, so all of it's covered.
Yeah, we've got some secret sauce that we pack into all of our trips. And in Nashville, being based out of Nashville and having a lot of connections there, you get to meet some singer-songwriters that are actually in the business and get to ask them all of their questions, get to hear how they play poker with, I just was blown away. Like, oh, wow, you're really like in this small little community where you guys are, interacting. And when you're writing a song, you're thinking about that person. Look at me. I just get the stars in my eyes because it's such a great experience.
If you're feeling like that after all the years you've been a part of travel, think about what you're going to be feeling like when you go for the first time, at home. That's what I think's really cool is the fact that there's so many people that haven't, done that. Just to even have an experience somewhat close to that would be amazing. Right. So that one's coming down the pipeline, May the 2nd through the 5th, but there's also one more, correct?
Well, we're also doing Route 66. I don't have exact details but that one I'm really in the planning stages.
Okay, so that's a stay tuned.
That's a
a teaser.
tuned.
That's a teaser. All righty.
But Costa Rica in December.
Okay, see, that sells itself. You don't even need to talk about
I
that
know.
one. I would. I see. Now, do they get to stay in the rainforest? Because I saw someone. Oh, that's just awesome. I just think that is the coolest thing. All right. Before I let you go, I wanted to talk with you about this house that you're fixing up on Henry Street. Correct? Is it your home currently?
We're not living there. We're entertaining a lot.
That's cool. I like it.
And because we're entertaining a lot and love decorating for the different seasons and bringing people in, people have been like, "Oh, you should do a tour."
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we'd love to do that. And I wonder if there's other people that would love to do that and bring back the home tour here in Alton.
This is cool. I think that would be awesome. And now, with that being said, would you, if someone reached out today, let's just say, they wanted to book a tour with you, they're also like, hey, I live in Middletown too, and I think this is a great idea. Is that something that you'd be willing to accept?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
No, please.
I love
contact me and say,
we'll set it up. We'll get this done today. We are going to connect this one today because I think that would be the coolest thing to do a home, because those homes are so beautiful, and just the character in them really is what I think is amazing, and the history that still lives in those houses is just wonderful. And and everyone does such a good job up there of really preserving at least, there's always some marking of the family that lived there prior, and I think that's what's really cool about it too.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to the most when your house is all fixed up and done? Is there a project you're working on?
Well, you're mentioning this history, and this really, we're really excited to be able to live in it, and enjoy it full time. But we're also we're so busy in the getting it done and getting moved into it, but in the back of our heads, we want to know more. We want to know who lived here before. We want to know their stories. There's so many clues that there's something really interesting to learn, and we just haven't taken the time or done the research. But that's the other benefit of doing a home tour, is working with landmarks and working with Hainer Library and researching and finding out all the the interesting things about our home.
Lacey will help you down there. She joins us once a week. With that being said, really great speaking with you, Laura. But before I let you go, we have a couple of minutes. What do you want to, you're new to the council. If you could real quick, what's your takeaway of the Business Council? What are your thoughts? And give Zeke a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of effectiveness. Also, why should people join it?
Oh, it is so welcoming. So that 1 to 10. 10.
There you go, Zeke, and I didn't even pay her.
It makes me feel so.
You're right. I'm not. Yeah.
I'm here with you. I would never be sitting here across from you or have met you.
Right.
And there's other people that I'm meeting that.
True.
It's. Every meeting I've sat across from somebody and had a good conversation. I just look forward to that going on and on. Then the speakers.
See, that's cool. Great job. Great job. Well, I'm serious, because that's sometimes what people don't realize is you're not only getting, it's not this traditional, hello, my name's Laura Scarborough. I'm the group sales manager at Art Henry Tours. And, which is fine if you're into it. I never will dog that. But it's really cool to have this kind of organic networking where it's like, hey, here's such and such from our group. And now let's go learn about what what the bi-state development region's doing, this week or this year at the meeting, with that speaker engagement.
Like being in the know.
That's what's cool. I just think it's great. Well, Laura, how can we reach out to you? And I got a couple of final, just kind of quick questions. Individuals can call you to plan their own group tour, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And now, when it comes to the Opry, is the work with JR, is that just like a home base for you for right now, or how does that partnership work, or that connect?
It is just a partnership.
That's cool.
Where I plan it, I give her the product, and we share in trying to promote it.
Okay, that's really cool. That's what I was trying just to clarify. I love it. With that being said, whether or not you want to go today, tomorrow, or next week, or maybe last week before the snow hit, you can call Laura or visit RiverBender.com and see how you can take your next adventure today. With that being said, Laura, thank you so much for your time, and I hope someone calls you for that home tour in Middletown. It's time.
Thanks.
Well, before we take a quick break, if you're somebody who is new into the business world right here into the 618, state. Join the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, or if you're one of our St. Louis friends, St. Charles friends, and you want to be a part of this growing community, be a part of it. Come on, NAGBC.com, and don't forget to tell them you know who sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break, more Daily Show after this.